Imagine standing in the midst of a colossal mountain range, tracing the contours of peaks that kiss the clouds, valleys carved profoundly into the Earth's surface, and the stunning canyons that stretch into the horizon. Now, take a moment to consider, how did these awe-inspiring landscapes come to be? What powerful forces were at work, shaping our planet over millions of years? The answer lies beneath our feet, in the very foundation of the Earth itself, tectonic plates. Stick around, because what you're about to discover about these hidden giants will forever change the way you see the world around you. Tectonic plates are like the jigsaw pieces of a grand puzzle, floating on the molten rock of the Earth's mantle. Composed of the continents and ocean floors, they are driven by convection currents deep within the Earth. But what's truly extraordinary is how these massive structures collide, pull apart, and slide against each other, causing not just geological marvels but also defining human history, ecosystems, and even our very existence. Intrigued? You should be. The story of our world is a testament to the immense power of tectonic movement, one that shapes everything from the mountains we hike to the very cities we live in. To set the stage, let's delve into the origins of tectonic theory, a groundbreaking revelation in geology that emerged in the early 20th century. Before Alfred Wegener proposed his continental drift theory in 1912, people believed the continents were static, forming a fixed position in our ever-growing world. But Wegener's ideas turned the scientific community on its head. He suggested that continents are in constant motion, drifting apart and colliding over geological time. This idea laid the groundwork for what we now understand as plate tectonics, and you'll never guess how long it took before the concept gained mainstream acceptance, about 50 years. Can you imagine waiting that long for a revolutionary idea to gain traction? As we've come to understand, the Earth's lithosphere, which includes the crust and the upper mantle, is divided into around a dozen major plates and several minor ones. These plates float atop the semi-fluid asthenosphere and interact in several ways, converging, diverging, and transforming. It's essential to grasp how these interactions occur, as they are responsible for nearly all the geophysical phenomena we witness today. And here's a tidbit that might surprise you: the movement of tectonic plates happens at an imperceptible pace, averaging just 2 to 5 centimeters per year. It's slower than the growth of your fingernails. Yet, over millions of years, that gradual shift can lead to cataclysmic events. Let's dive deeper into these plate boundaries. At divergent boundaries, tectonic plates move apart, creating new crust as magma rises from below the Earth's surface. This process is most famously exemplified by the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, which is literally pushing North America and Europe apart. But wait, did you know that while new land is being created here, other regions experience the opposite effect? That's right. At convergent boundaries, plates collide, leading to one plate being forced beneath the other in a process called subduction. This creates deep ocean trenches, like the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of our oceans. You might be wondering what happens at these depths. Here's something you didn't expect. These trenches harbor unique ecosystems with organisms that survive in extreme conditions, which scientists are just beginning to understand. Now let's unfold the true drama of tectonic plate interaction. The world has been brutally shaped by these conflicts, from earthquakes to volcanic eruptions. You may recall events like the 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan that generated a massive tsunami, claiming thousands of lives. But what if I told you that it was caused by the Pacific Plate subducting beneath the North American Plate? Understanding the dynamics of tectonic movements is not merely an academic exercise. It is crucial for disaster preparedness and risk mitigation in seismic zones worldwide. Speaking of earthquakes, let's talk about the San Andreas Fault, a prime example of a transformed boundary where two plates slide past each other. This fault runs through California, and its movement has been responsible for some pretty significant tremors, including the devastating 1906 earthquake in San Francisco. Next time you hear about the San Andreas Fault, you might wonder just how prepared we really are for the next big one. Could this fault create another cataclysmic event? It's a valid concern, and it raises the question, are we ready to understand and embrace the risks posed by our planet's restive nature? But the tectonic story is not just about destruction, it also leads to creation in marvelously unexpected ways. Take volcanic activity, for example. At subduction zones, one plate is forced down and melts into the mantle, creating magma that eventually finds its way to the surface, resulting in magnificent volcanic eruptions. Mount St. Helens and Mount Vesuvius are stark reminders of this explosive power. The ashes from these eruptions often fertilize the soil around them, leading to rich ecosystems that thrive in their aftermath, which is an extraordinary cycle of destruction yielding new life. This can truly challenge the notion that destruction only brings about chaos. Instead, it sparks a rebirth. It's equally fascinating to consider continental drift, the slow-motion dance of our planet's landmasses. Once upon a time, all of Earth's land was lumped together in a vast supercontinent known as Pangaea. Imagine a world where North America was snuggled up against Africa. Over the course of millions of years, tectonic plates shifted, gradually breaking apart Pangaea into the continents we recognize today. Various forms of flora and fauna evolved in isolation, leading to the rich biodiversity we see around the globe. Today, the separation of continents not only creates unique ecosystems, it also impacts climate, weather patterns, and even ocean currents. When you look at a world map, remember that each line drawn is a testament to movements that shape the land beneath your feet. Have you ever gazed into the Grand Canyon, its layers telling a story of Earth's history over millions of years? The Grand Canyon itself was carved out by the Colorado River and shaped by tectonic uplift. It serves as an open book for geologists, showcasing sedimentary rock layers that reveal changes in environment and climate across eras. It's important to ponder, what ancient creatures roamed these lands before they were sculpted into the canyons we admire today? The narrative of the Earth, told through its geological features, transcends mere aesthetics. It's a story of our planet's evolution and resilience. Switching gears, let's explore the fascinating phenomenon of hot spots. Unlike the edges of tectonic plates, which are dynamic and constantly in motion, hot spots are fixed sources of heat in the mantle responsible for volcanic activity. A prime example is the Hawaiian Islands, formed by a volcanic hotspot located beneath the Pacific Plate. As the plate gradually drifts over this fixed point, a chain of islands is produced. Imagine a fiery trail leading back to the origins of each island. Each island stands as a monument to the slow but persistent geological forces at play. The result? An archipelago of stunning beauty and ecological diversity, where isolated ecosystems flourish. Are you beginning to see the complex tapestry of life that unfolds because of tectonic activity? The interplay between geology, climate, and biodiversity is nothing short of stunning. It's a delicate balance, where even minor shifts beneath our feet can trigger a cascade of changes that affect entire ecosystems. Think about it, the very mountains that shelter countless species formed as tectonic plates buckled and collided. Isn't it fascinating how life emerges from the most powerful forces of the Earth? This natural phenomena weave together the fate of every living being on this planet. Now, let's return to human history, where tectonic dynamics have played an integral role in shaping civilizations. The fertile lands of Mesopotamia, often hailed as the cradle of civilization, owe their richness to the tectonic uplift that raised vast swathes of land, along with ancient riverbeds essential for agriculture. Similarly, cities built along coastlines are profoundly affected by the geological processes at play, facing natural hazards like tsunamis and increased seismic activity. The built environment and human endeavor are constantly challenged by the shifting ground, reminding us of our vulnerability amid nature's sheer power. But here comes a shocking fact. Researchers suggest that one of the greatest impacts of tectonic plate movement is on climate change. The shifting of continents can influence ocean currents, which play a crucial role in regulating global temperatures. Imagine that the very arrangement of our landmasses has contributed to the climatic swings we experience today. It raises an important question: how deeply connected are we to the geological underpinnings of our planet? Understanding these connections can arm us with knowledge to address the environmental challenges we face in modern times. In the spirit of curiosity and wonder, let's take one last leap into the unknown. Tectonic activity is a wondrous domain that's still not fully understood. Scientists are making astounding discoveries every year, revealing phenomena like deep earthquakes that occur thousands of kilometers underground, and mysterious seismic waves that travel through the Earth's core. It's an eternal quest for answers, a geological adventure that beckons with each new finding. Can you imagine what the next breakthrough might tell us about our planet and ourselves? As we draw near to the end of our geological expedition, let's reflect on the incredible journey we have taken. We learned how tectonic plates sculpt our world, crafting awe-inspiring mountains, generating life-sustaining ecosystems, and shaping the very fabric of human civilization. We have uncovered the delicate dance of destruction and creation that plays out over millions of years, as tectonic forces continue to mold our planet. It's not just science, it's a vibrant story connected to every living thing on Earth. As you take a moment to look around you, consider this: the Earth beneath you is alive with a dynamic history, a narrative of immense power and resilience. The next time you gaze upon a mountain range, swim in the ocean, or stand on a precipice overlooking a canyon, let the wonders of geological processes seep into your consciousness. Understanding the forces that shape our world is not just a lesson in geology, it's a reminder of our place within the great tapestry of life. What comes next will leave you speechless. Our journey doesn't end here. It's an invitation to continue exploring, questioning, and marveling at the intricate connections that bind us to our planet and the universe. Because in the end, we are but players on this majestic stage, forever intertwined with the tectonic forces that shape not only the land but our very existence. Thank you for joining me on this unforgettable geological adventure. Stay curious.